Hello guys, welcome to Katya Kinski video library. It is so good to see you again. You probably noticed that I haven't been filming for a while. I've been a little bit feeling low and out of energy. Also didn't feel much inspiration, and sometimes procrastination that I've experienced is actually a great thing because it helps us to get in touch with our gut instinct and put us into the right path. What really helps me in times like that is Earl Grey tea. Some of you already know how addicted I am to Earl Grey tea, because bergamot in it is a natural antidepressant, and that's why you always see me smiling. Well, when I had the first cup of tea this morning, I decided to call my videographer Mike at a very short notice, and we decided to film this video. It's going to be a very short series of exercises, and I'm sure that you'll enjoy it because we'll behave like complete kids today. It's not going to be structured Pilates workout that we always do. And you probably noticed that I'm wearing pajamas today, so I just want to emphasize that you can do this workout anytime, any day, and yeah, so let's do it, let's try. Alright, so first exercise, we're going to be opening our chest. I'm going to give you a side view, so please continue viewing me from the front, but I will just be moving my spine. Focus on the upper body. I'm going to fix my pelvis in the same position and simply move the chest. And if you spend a lot of time in bed after maybe reading a book or viewing a video, then it will be... Ashka, leave my tea alone, please. Yeah. Then your body might have folded into a particular shape. So if you're a slouchy kind of person, if you have a lot of kyphosis or head forward posture, so you definitely must start with this movement. Open the chest a little. To give me a little bit more space, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to unbutton my top button. That will help me to move my arms just now in the video. All right, so that should feel really good. Make sure that the head moves together with the spine. Ashka, you're distracting us. But he's so cute. I can't chase him out because he's part of our movement series. Then, let's move our arms. So if you have shoulder problems, this workout might not necessarily be the best one for you because it involves a large range of motion. Try this. If it's very difficult for you, for some reason you feel pain or restriction on the shoulder, you can make smaller movement or simply something like that. That is also possible. So as we go along, for most exercises I'm going to give you a version that people with shoulder problems can do. But you have to use your pain as a guide. And obviously medical advice is also important. But for those of you who are able to move arms completely, separate your legs a little bit. And we're going to speed up substantially now. I want you to feel like you're jumping, like you're jumping off the bridge, like in the bungee jump style. Allow the gravity to take over completely. Notice that we're always crossing one arm in front of the other. Let's try to challenge our brain and change the arms. The opposite. Oh, it feels awkward. Okay. That's really interesting because we get used to certain patterns of movement. It's really difficult to come out of them. Let's try to go back into your comfort zone and then swap the arms again. Wow, I find it very difficult. Okay, now we're going to introduce the feet as well. All right, I can only do it, I think, one way. So it doesn't matter if you cannot do the full coordination, don't despair. The most important thing here is that you keep moving, because it's very helpful with the lymph flow. I'll tell you all about it just now. All right, coming back to our swinging. Feet up, so that means toes up, heels up. Some of you might just do the heels up. Other people might decide to do toes up, whatever feels more comfortable. But if you can do both, let's try. So as you see, now it already is bringing my heart to much faster beat. And that's why I'm breathing heavily. All right, let's try it. Reverse it. That's the difficult part. Let's see if I can do it. Please forgive me if I get wrong somewhere here, especially when it comes to the feet. Mike, do I need to button up my shirt, or is it still okay? All right, good. Thank goodness for Mike. Okay. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so did you feel a little bit like a puppet? So the arms are going completely free. Let's now make another swinging movement. You can do it like a slow dance, like if you're in a music video. You can just swing from side to side. I wanted to bring music into it, but I decided, first of all, the copyrights. I couldn't really find the music that I wanted to use. And I also realized that all of us have got different rhythm of movement. Some people move a bit slow, others a little bit faster. I wanted to use your own natural rhythm to swing according to your best abilities. Yeah, so make sure that your head goes together with the spine. Don't leave it up straight. Let it go together with the movement. And again, feel like a complete kid. So, if that feels easy, all right, it's getting a bit dangerous. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's a bit more demure. We can make a movement like this. If for some reason you don't have the mobility of the legs, maybe you have knee, hip, or ankle problems, jumping like that might not be an option for you. Then you just stick to the previous version. So the idea of this exercise is improving lymphatic drainage, especially when it comes to the arms. You know, with regular exercise like walking, running, cycling, we're using legs, we're using lots of other muscles, but the lymphatic nodules under the armpits need to be releasing the sweat easily. And immobility of the arms can contribute to even illnesses such as breast cancer, because the sweating is a very important part of releasing the toxins from our body. Instead of antiperspirants, please use rather natural deodorants, something to do with bicarbonate of soda and essential oils. They work well enough, but they don't block the pores under your armpits. All right, whew. And I'm feeling very much alive already. I want to make a bow, but I'm not going to because we're not even halfway yet. All right, next movement is turning around yourself. If you have attended my classes, you have seen this move before, you have done it yourself. So it's a very healthy movement in general because we don't do enough rotation in our lives. And as I said, with all the sports that we do, very few of them involve rotation. So when you switch from running, cycling, walking into golf, tennis, or maybe dancing, often you find that you don't have sufficient flexibility in rotation. So I've actually, as I'm doing it now, I think I should do a separate video on thoracic mobility for golfers, tennis players, generally sport with rotation, and how to improve your skills in your particular sport and how to avoid injuries. I'm putting it at the back of my mind, but it won't be too long until I get this video out. All right, so that's good. This version is also quite good for those of you who have shoulder problems, because doing this movement involves really big lever, and if you have pain, it might aggravate it. So stick to this version. Also, if your head is forward, if you're slouching, chances that you will fold into the previous mold that you had. You'll slouch at the end range. I want you to think about lifting your nipples or breasts higher up, up, up. So you literally have to bounce upwards. But the elbow, the back elbow, must wrap around your body and touch your opposite buttock. I would really recommend if you're looking directly at me, as opposed to looking around, because you're going to get very dizzy in this way. Okay, let's continue a little bit longer. And you can get much bigger movement. Think of it as self-flagellation. I think there is such term for self-punishment. That's a good one. Nice. Move the shoulders a little bit. Okay, next move is also very, very lekker. You'll love it. So you have to pretend that you are in a narrow corridor, but you want to make swinging movement of the arms. Make sure that your arms are not going to be behind you. It's a very common mistake that people do. They move just the arms and not the torso. So the arm is often not designed to do so much movement backwards, and that can hurt you. So instead of moving the arm backwards, you're going to move the shoulders towards the back arm. Essentially, your arms are going to be in front of you all the time. You're just turning your body. See, this arm is in front. Okay, and let's keep swinging. You can separate the legs a little bit wider apart and really feel like you're part of some really fun dance show. Fantastic. I can see from here doing really well. Now, let's make it even bigger. You can also involve your feet here. Decide to lift your heels, toes, one or the other or both, alternating. Okay, so your body should turn 45 degrees, and the arms will just adjust to that, a little bit longer. Continue like that. The highly coordinated people may decide to use this version. Oof, that's well-practiced move for me, so that's really easy, but a lot of people find it incredibly difficult. Let's reverse. So that will be a challenge for next time. So when you watch this video next time with me, then please practice before in front of the mirror, going slowly, like this, down, and up. It helps if you separate your legs here. Reverse. Notice that I'm doing a lot with my chest. I'm doing this. So I'm actually mobilizing my spine as opposed to moving my shoulders. Okay, that was lots of fun, I hope. Whew, I think I'm gonna die, but in a good way. All right, next one. And it's probably gonna be final step, but we're gonna do it in two different ways. So involving this very similar movement like we did just now, except your leg is gonna go back like this. You're gonna face me, I think it'll be best. I'm just showing you from the side so you can have more information. And then we're gonna kick forward and go back. So those of you who attended my classes before know this step. So your knee, hip, shoulder and head will be on the same vertical alignment. It's going to be opposite arm and leg. Kick and go back. Head is always looking in the same direction, up. It doesn't matter if you're losing your balance slightly here, find it. The only way to improve your balance is to try to balance. See how my shoulders turn. If your shoulders are hurting and it's too much for you and you can't really get enough rotation, keep the hands on the shoulders like that. Oh, it's actually very nice. Oh, I love it. This is better, actually. But I'm still doing a lot of movement with my shoulders. Okay, the other side. So the difficulty here is, and I often see it when people go the same arm and same leg. Always in the class we see at least 3-4 people doing this version. Basically walking like that. But we want to walk like this. All right, which leg was it? Yeah, sorry, this one. Left leg back now. Previously it was right leg. Otherwise swap accordingly. Shoulders, or this version. You can even try to bring your elbow close to your knee, but it doesn't have to touch, otherwise you have to slouch into it. The long line is more important than touching. Oh, it feels so good. See what Earl Grey tea can do for me. And there's another more coordinated version. This is kind of more dancey. Use it, don't use it, but I want to suggest it to you. Forward, and then you swish the leg backwards. Make sure that here you squeeze the buttocks, so I don't want your lower back to do this movement. The movement must happen from the hip joint, therefore you use your glutes. It's not going to be a very large movement back. It's not about height. It's about connection and my favorite place, this one. Or this version. Just do a few for coordination. So of course the less coordinated people will be doing something like that. But it's okay. Could be worse. So the other one, the other side, face me. Again, just I'd like to remind you to look this way so you don't lose balance trying to look in both directions. How does it go? Oh, yeah. See, I also find it a little bit challenging. But what fun, what fun way of waking up, right? So if you have 5 minutes in a day to do this kind of spinning exercises, that will be already better than not doing it at all. Okay, that's probably all I want to share with you for today. I certainly feel very energized. I feel inspired to do more videos for you, and I hope that you'll have a wonderful day. Thank you.